Alright guys, so here's the deal. This is our grayscale. This is what we're doing. And here's a couple tools here we could use. You might be wondering what the X-Acto knife is for. What the X-Acto knife is see the eraser? This is just a regular white eraser. I know it's hard to see right now because it's all dirty. So let's just prove this here. This is a white eraser to y'all. See, white eraser once you get all the dirt off of it. And it's a wonderful tool. You know, if you just take a knife and you just cut a little bit off, like this part here, and then this becomes a wonderful tool in your thing. So there's a couple things we can do here. I said we're doing rabbit's foot. So what I'm gonna do is real fast, very lightly. I'm gonna take my compressed charcoal. I'm going to take this little piece here because I'm more comfortable doing this in a little piece. And hold on. I need the cloth because we have there. We don't want to touch our hands with this because we don't want I don't want fingerprints on my drawing. And while I'm doing that, I'm going to start warming up my eraser because it's just more manageable when it's kind of warm. So my big part here is going to be this foot. It's going to go like this. So we're going to line this out. This is going to be the face shape. Rabbit's foot's going to go like this. Goes straight back like that. And the body goes up like this. And then it goes back like this. And then it goes like this. Okay, so this is where we're at. And this is how we're going to do this. What we're looking at here is we're going to come this brace across and say that this is going to come down like this. Alright, and then we're going to bring his body up, and then right about here we got to add a little bit. Well, alright, so anyway, so we've got that settled. So what we're going to do is, this requires a lot of squinting, because if you really want to see your shadows and your lights, then you really need to do that squint. Otherwise, you're not going to see them as clearly as what you'd like to. So that's what's going to happen. You got to really squint. As my teacher says, make yourself look like you're Chinese. So what you're going to do is you're just going to look for where there's light. So I see this big triangle of light right here. And right here. Right in here. Right in here. Alright. Also, over in here, I see some really big light. Okay, so now that I've done that, what I'm going to do is, here's Rabbit's foot. Okay, Rabbit's foot is going to be the biggest part of this drawing, single structured drawing. Because I think his foot's adorable. After Rabbit's foot, I'm going to come in here and we're going to do this, which comes down this. Okay? So now we know what we want to do is go in like here to rabbit's foot. Run this right into the picture. We're going to go a little over here and add it, and then just like this. Okay? So now we're going to know that this comes around like this. In fact, we're going to bring it right on around. This is like this, and this is just like this. Bring it up a little bit. Charcoal's very forgiving, okay? Okay? This one here is more or less straight all the way down. Okay? Right? Actually, we don't even want to do that. Like I said, charcoal's very forgiving. Just blend it right back in. What we're going to do is we're going to come up here. I'm going to edge this pretty curved. Okay. I'm going to curve it right here. And just straight line that there. Here, fix this. And what we want to do is we want to buff this back into here, because we know that we're not going to be using that. We're going to use this line, because this is coming up. Up into here. And there's a little part in here. And we're just going to go straight like that. My control shut down, so that's a goal. Alright, so this is where we're at now. So now we want to start finding really dark spots. So we know in here, right in here, very dark spot in the crease of rabbit. Okay? And in here, believe it or not, very dark. Now, what we need to do is, because right along here, rabbit's arm, it's got to go right on up. And right in here. Now. So, that's how that goes. And then right in here we get this. Alright, so what we're going to do now is going to roll this up just like that and buff this out. But we kind of want to do this curve. This is going to go here, and this is going to come up in here. Okay? Now, what we want to do after that is, believe it or not, right now, we want to lighten up in this arm a little bit. Not a whole lot, just a wee bit. That's good enough for me for time being. Then, right, I'm going to say right here. Well, you know what? I'm going to change that. I don't want Rabbit's hand to come into the picture. Instead, what I want to do is make this go up. Make this go up. Make his hip. Yeah, that's how it would have to. It's just like that. And then we're going to do this. Then almost a straight line up. you want to pick out lines that are that may show up. Okay, so here's a rabbit. And just like there, you want to bring it on up, all the way up. Okay. Now, in here is a big charcoal square. Well, just like that. So, let's buff this in a little bit. A little bit darker. Then, a little bit darker. I'm going to say that it goes like this. You see this line? It comes like this. Comes. Another important thing is to make sure you don't get too stuck in one position. So, I know it doesn't look like much, I know it doesn't look like rabbit, but you at least know the layout now and what you're doing and where you're going, and you're going to keep on building like this. Your drawing shouldn't really look like a drawing until you're about 80% done, at least if you're a beginner. And you want to map this out the same way you would map out any other thing that you're going to do in your daily life. You got to be prepared for your projects, know where you're going with them and how they're going. So, this is how you would do it, and then you would just keep building it, and I'm going to let you see the revised work when I'm all done, but, we're 22 minutes, almost 23 minutes into this project, and like you can tell, it's going to take a while, I'll probably be here another half hour to 40 minutes before I start seeing any kind of shaping in this paper, whatsoever. So, of course, all done and finished, I will be posting online, and you can look at it then. Talk to you later.